Check, check, one, two. Boom. Boom me if you hear me. Boom. 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 If I boom, can you hear me? Boom.
Are we resorting to comedy hour now? Obviously, Gravity, La La Land is reserved for special people that double speak, that say open is closed, closed is open. La La Land, we are in La La Land. Gravity, obviously. La La Land, La La Land, La La Land, we are in La La Land. Gravity, obviously.
Are you ready? Call your mama, call your papa, call your friends. The festivities are about to begin. Boom!
Boom! Ladies and gentlemen, we are live one more time from Florida to the YouTube universe. Jose JG, boom. And I am happy to be here. I made it. We have made it. We have survived another heat of nature. Nature tried to throw shit at me, but I survived it. One more time. It did something because now I'm in a slightly different location. Same place, same location. It's just the desktop is pointing in a different way. It's comfy like this. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for checking up on me. There was a lot of hot stuff going up on the news about this whatever went down over here in the US of NA. Very cool stuff. Um I'm completely fine. I'm completely well. My family is completely fine and well. There was a lot of wind, hurricane winds. Oh, it's a little bit of rain. When when the wherever the hurricane hit in Florida, in that area, it was a lot of rain. It was hot. It was furious. It was wild. But gladly, I was way up northern than what the hurricane was. And if you saw the maps, I mean, if you see the news, the way they were selling it like it was the end of the world, it might have been something like that for the people where the actual center of the hurricane went through. And if those people lived in flooding areas, or if those people lived in cheap built houses like mobile homes and cardboard boxes and shit, that would have been the other war. I live in one of those cheap homes, mobile home, right? So it's cheap. So if that hurricane would have come through this, like straight from here, my little house could have been gone. Who knows? But happy it didn't. I had a plan B. Me and my partner, we had the dog cages in the car. We had a few dog cages. We had the first need little bags. We had some water. We had some food. We had some important documents, right? And if that thing would have coming directly or would it turn a little bit, then we just needed to grab the dogs running, put them in the cages, hop in the car, and take off. And that was the plan all along. Already had 2 locations plugged in the map where we were needed to drive 1 mile out in between 2 big buildings. We were going to just park there and wing it. Or 1 mile up south, down south, up north 1 mile, down south 1 mile. And it would have we would have been saved in a little tight spot. What happens with the YouTube chat box? It's not showing up. Hold on, what's going on? That's not good. I don't see no chat box. Okay. Should be working, I guess. And the YouTube count is not either. All right, what's going on? Let me do a little tweak over here. Because I think that I am not logging. I'm not logging into the Streamlabs. I want to show the viewers count, and I want to show the chat box. So bear with me just 1 second, and I'll look down here. I'm on it. Be patient, everybody. I'm on it. Okay. It is logged in. Logged in. It says YouTube. Fuck. Oh, fuck's sake. YouTube. Yeah, it's logged in. Okay. Well, it should be working out. If it doesn't work, I don't know what else. Okay, let's see. I think we have a super chat. Let me block this so I can. There's the thing, and the viewer count should be on. Strangely, boom! Slice Parkane with a super chat. 666. Hola, OGJG. I have family in Saint Lucia and Boca. Good to see you came through. Hope you found your mailbox. Yes, we did. Okay, I can see that, but I do not see the alert box, and I do not see the YouTube live count. What's going on here? What's happening? Oh well, if it's not there, it's not there. It is what it is. Wait. YouTube viewers, yes. YouTube viewers, okay. Boom. The fuck, man? What the hell, man? What the hell, man? All right. It is what it is. Well, shout out to everybody, man. As I say one more time, I have survived the storm. I winged it. There was some heavy wind, like gusts, like solid heavy duty wind gusts. I put all the plants down. I put it against the house. There was no debris to fly around. I had to take care of the neighbor's house for the debris because they weren't there. Across the street, there was nobody in the house, but there was a shitload of things, so I had to do stuff. And yeah, I'm glad. As it was about to start, across the street, there's an old man. He didn't leave. And there's a girl next to it. she didn't live. There's another girl over this area. She didn't live. So I knew that I wasn't alone staying in the park, even though it was mandatory, like evacuation, because I felt comfortable with the plan. We having everything ready in the car. If one of those wind gusts took me off guard, it would take the house down. That would have been I would have been fucked. But if I had time to at least adjust myself, at least run with the dogs and get myself into the car, then I would have been fine. So uh it was few hours, just gusts of wings, boom, 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 banging, but not a big deal because we got the outer bands of the hurricane. So yeah, man, happy, happy, happy. Internet is the only thing that came down. As for today earlier, it was giving me issues because I had when I scheduled the show, I had the internet and I scheduled the show, and then within 15 minutes after I scheduled the show, the internet just went down. I went to the router and the thing, and it was just flashing me, with a just fucked up. So I said, like, fuck, man, how am I gonna reschedule the show if I don't have internet? Because I don't have my phone works with internet with Wi-Fi. So I was gonna say, oh well, everybody, some people is gonna be waiting for the show to start at the scheduled time, and I didn't. And then when I closed everything the laptop and I sat down in the living room, I grabbed my phone to watch downloaded videos. I downloaded a few videos on YouTube to watch when I'm not online, and there was Wi-Fi. I was like, yay! Came out running to set it up again. Shout outs to Justin Franks, Fred Bailey, RT96, Zebulon 181, Martin, Farmer's Boy, Judy Bassett, Turnston 2, The Broken Trifold, Dan the Waterman, Justin Franks, Real Cygnus, Jim's Mind, Slice Parkane, one more time. He said he got family in St. Lucia and Boca. Good to see you came through. Yeah. Thank you. Brad Wagner in the house. MC Tune live. Black Sabbath. Charlie Welch. Peter G. Gary Waibenga. Blue. Marble Science, and Jomongus is first. Happy to see you all here. If you guys got anything to share with us, jump into the Discord server daily. Boom, we are in the YouTube live voice chat, and we are in the text box in the chat box in Discord server daily. Boom, uncensored. That is what we got going on over there in that neighborhood. If you're watching this now live or recorded, hit the like button. Zeptepi, you made it. Hit that like, Zeptepi. And give me money, everybody. I gonna need some money to pay my electric bill because I was counting on having the show this past few days, but the nature didn't allow me to. And if I did have the show, I would have a little more money than I have, which is to pay the electric bill. So I put a pinned comment, a GoFund, my electric bill, $185 gold. If you guys can chip in, I would really appreciate it. I know the date is the 31st that I gotta pay it. It's tomorrow, but I know they give a few extra days. So hopefully in the next few days we can make this GoFund my electric bill gold. Anything that you can chip in on PayPal, I really appreciate it. If you can't give anything in PayPal and you want to support in Super Chat, please do so. And your comments, questions, concerns, or responsible trolling will be read. The Daily Boom chat box is open. Come on now. If you got a little time to spare, then jump over here. And just like Farmer's Boy just did, he jumped in. What's up, Farmers? How you doing?
I'm doing absolutely splendid, thank you, Jose. Check your PP.
Okay, I'm on it then. Splendid. You're not fine. You're not okay. You're not good. Or splendid. Wow, man.
There you go. I'll help you out.
I think that's more of a British term to say fantastic. You say splendid.
Oh, splendid. Splendid old chap.
You know what? I heard that. I watched a TV series once a while ago, and there was this little girl. Absolutely splendid, or something like that. I know she used splendid a lot.
Yeah, it's fallen out of use, I think.
Yeah.
A little bit. Although it depends which circles you move in, I guess.
Farmer's boy, keep the sparks flowing down the wires. You chipped in big time on PayPal, Farmers. Thank you very much, man. $50,
No
dude. Thank you so much, man.
Well, it was payday yesterday, so
Yeah, that's slightly more than a quarter of the way in.
there you go.
Yeah, man. Almost a third of the way in.
Almost a turd.
Almost a third. I mean, almost a third of the way in. Yeah.
Yeah, be careful. Yeah.
Chike, what's up, man? Chike.
Hello, Jose.
Hello. Do you have any idea why the YouTube live count viewers is not showing up, or the notifications?
Shows up for me.
Yeah, but I mean,
20.
there's notifications. I mean, yeah, it's no big deal. It shows. It just in the little bottom left corner on the stream. I get a little viewer count that is showing. MC Toon came through with a super chat. MC Toon, thank you so much, man. I missed your super chat. MC Toon live with $5. Jose JG, boom, is awesome. Thank you so much, man. Why couldn't you tell me that I'm splendid? Come on, man. bro.
Bro.
Oh, man, that's great. Thank you so much, MC Toon. You're awesome, man. This is the MC Toon Live. Is what was once Conspiracy Cats channel, right? If I'm not mistaken, or one of them.
I struggle to keep up with which is which and who was who, and
yeah, I know. Conspiracy Cats kind of he's like, yeah, I put my hands up. I did everything I could do. Screw yourself, Flat Earth. Go fuck yourself. And I'm gonna give you the channels here, eh? Hey, Mr. Sensible, get one. MC Toon, get one. I'm out. Screw you. Pretty much, right? Verbatim.
yes, yeah, why not? Yeah, works for me. Yeah, but of course he's still going, isn't he? Because he's got oh God, what's his bloody channel called now? Culture Cats.
Okay, got it, yeah.
Oh right, so that's okay. So MC Toon has said that's his original channel because
I see, yeah.
MC Toon has just put out a challenge on. Oh God, where's that gone? What channel was that? See, I can't keep track of which channel's what. Right, he just put out his challenge on Conspiracy Toons.
Okay.
So that's MC Toon's other channel that he inherited from Conspiracy Cats, which is why it's called Conspiracy Toons. Right.
All right, so we got there's a challenge, but I haven't seen this. Is this new? Like me?
Yes. It's 40. According to my YouTube, it's 42 minutes old. So that's quite new. Yeah.
So this is new, like me. I'm new. Hello, I'm new. Wow.
Yes, it's new. It's newer than you, I would say.
All right, MC Toon. I usually don't do this, but it's early in the show. Doofus, after Doofus say hello, I'll play a little bit of your challenge. I'll play like the first 2 minutes, and then everybody can go watch it on your channel after the show, of course. Or if you're okay for me playing the whole thing, I'll play it for a little bit. So MC Toon, waiting for the green light, man.
Hello, I'm new.
Hello, Doofus, you're new too. See? Told you guys. I told you that I'm not the only new person here. Shit.
Oh, we're catching the tail end of that weather that you had.
You catching
We've
the
got
tail end of what?
well, that hurricane, because
Really?
it was moving out into the Atlantic, and now certainly today it's been blowing an absolute gale. I was on the
Right.
roof of a building this afternoon and thinking this might not have been a very wise idea, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we're forecast that for the next day or two. It's the very sort of tail end of the storm as it blows itself out. It's gone across the Atlantic and it's hitting us.
Nice.
It's small world copyright.
You can play as much as you want. Thank you, MC Tune. I appreciate it. I got a few shout outs. Lil for a $5 super chat. I'm here to appeal to. Why am I doing this? I don't have the camera. I am here to appeal to authority. Farmer's Boy, is the Earth still a sphere? It's a question from Leo to you, farmers.
Lyle, you can rest easy. Yes, it is still a sphere.
Shout out to you, farmers. Thank you for asking, for answering. And shout out to Leo. Thank you for asking with a $5. But I got a few shout outs. I got Turingstens 2. Turingsten sent me 666 via PayPal, and I got him right here. Thank you very much, Turingsten 2. Appreciate that. But wait, there's more. Judy Bassett. I always say Judy Bassett. Why? It should be Bassett. Bassett. Well, I'm gonna keep saying Judy Bassett because it's my accent.
If it's two S's, it's Bassett.
Judy Bassett, $15 on PayPal. Hey, we're looking good. We're getting really close to it now. Hell yeah. Now we are a little over a third in on the completion. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. Who else is here? Gary, hello. We have a 11 minutes video over here. I might play the whole thing. You know what I'm going to do? Because it's always fun to alter people's voices. I'm going to play it at 1.25 speed. The new upload by MC Tune. Before I play it, copy. Actually, you know what? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to play it in normal speed because I'm going to share the link again. MC2 already shared the link, but I'm going to reshare the link on YouTube. So people watching the watch page, this show on YouTube, you can click on MC2 video over here, and it's going to redirect you to his channel and watch his latest upload, 11 minutes, 14 seconds. After you watch it, then come back because we will also watch the video. So I'm gonna give MC Tune a view, and whoever is watching on YouTube, you guys can give it a view over there. That fair? You guys know, get it? And if you are here on Discord, click on my screen share, and you will watch it with me in real time. Let's see what this challenge is about. The title of the video is an offer flat earthers cannot refuse. MC Tune in the house. Playing in 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
Hey, flat earthers, take my $10,000 and prove the earth is flat. The existence of nonstop southern hemisphere flights destroys flat earth. Absolutely. Flat earthers have tried for years to hand wave away this problem. This is their chance to show they are real truthers and embarrass a glober in the process. First, for some background, we need to look at what Flat Earth leaders say about Southern Hemisphere flights, starting with the OG flurve, Mark Sargent, with his video from way back in 2015.
The first part of the clue is the utter lack of nonstop flights from anywhere in this hemisphere, which is why I gave you multiple cities in each group. And here's the plot hole for you. Flying from international cities like Sydney, Rio, Santiago, or anywhere else close by, you can't get a single nonstop flight, no matter how much money you pay. I tried to do this for an entire night, and it was like playing an online casino game, one that I was losing most of the time. The connections kept coming in like spam windows. Start in Christchurch, go to Auckland. Start in Auckland, go to Sydney. Start in Sydney, go to Dubai or Los Angeles or somewhere else that makes no sense. Some of these connections took the trip over 50 hours to complete. Go ahead, try it yourself.
Well, thanks for the invitation, Mark. You know, you forgot to tick the non-stop checkbox. And when you do, hey, look at that. There's a bunch of flights. Next, we go to Eric Dubé, who released this video just a couple weeks ago.
On a globe, Santiago, Chile, to Johannesburg, South Africa, should be an easy flight, all taking place below the Tropic of Capricorn in the Southern Hemisphere. Yet every listed flight makes a curious refueling stop in Senegal near the Tropic of Cancer in the Northern Hemisphere.
Now, of course, Eric knows there are non-stop flights.
Some globe debaters will acknowledge this fact, but rebut with the claim that non-stop Sydney to Santiago flights follow a great circle route over the Pacific, remaining in the Southern Hemisphere the entire time, therefore increasing the necessary flight distance, speed, and duration. With regards to this claim, firstly, it is yet to be proven that these flights even exist, since no unedited video footage exists online, and every time flat earthers have attempted to book the non-stop flight, it fails to go through, gets cancelled and refunded days before departure, or changes to a non-direct flight.
Eric, would you accept unedited video footage from yourself?
Secondly, if they do exist, it is yet to be proven that these flights follow such a path, because again, there is no unedited video footage.
Well, Eric, you will love my challenge. It will give you exactly what you wanted. Next, we go to Dave Weiss, who said this.
But what you can't do on a flat Earth is go from Santiago, Chile, to Antarctica. I mean, to Australia, because that is because they're at the opposite end of the world. But in reality, the planes go all the way up to North America, all the way over to England, over to Dubai, and then all the way back down to Antarctica. When in fact, that's they should just cut across the bottom.
It's a bold claim that these flights don't exist. It's also a completely testable claim. You're going to be so excited, David. Some flat earthers accept that these flights do exist, but that there's something fishy about these flights. Jeranism said this.
There's already been articles that such and such plane has broke the sound barrier, because with the winds aloft, and that's just in the north, when the south is many times faster. But in the north, planes will catch that stream and they'll get places a lot faster and they'll break records. And then there ends up that their miles per hour was 950 or 970. But that's because they were going under the Mach and then Mach 1, and then they get the wind with them.
Oh, Jaron, even 970 miles an hour doesn't explain the flight for flat Earth. Sydney to Johannesburg is 14,590 miles straight on flat Earth. The plane must travel over 1,200 miles an hour on flat Earth. And Jaron's buddy Bob Nodell says a similar thing.
If we look at these things out at these outer edges, depending on where you get, if you get into these red zones, and these change 31 meters per second or 18 meters per second, and obviously this will then change at different altitudes as well. Let's go to 70 hectopascals. And now let's look at some of these things, 38 meters per second. Let's go up to 250 hectopascals. And again, same thing. Look at this. Isn't this beautiful, the way this all works out? And there are days and that these winds literally go over 200 miles per hour.
A 200 mile an hour boost doesn't do it for you, Bob. You need at least 600 mile an hour boost. Well, Flat Earther escapes from the Southern Hemisphere flights boil down to two main points. Either the flights don't exist or never actually happen, or the flights take a different route, a different elevation, a different speed, or some combination of those. Well, guys, this is your lucky day because I'm going to pay you to prove to the world that you are right. First, I will put $10,000 in escrow, held by an attorney. You get yourself an attorney to confirm this has been done. Our attorneys verify that each other are appropriately licensed attorney in the United States. We don't want somebody's buddy that just read some legal books. Together, we agree on one of the Southern Hemisphere flights that you say don't exist. There's about 5 or 6 routes. I prefer QF63 Sydney to Johannesburg because it flies about 5 days a week and both countries speak English. Then we book a seat on this flight. You and I, we fly together. We don't have to be next to each other. You bring your own video recorder, your own GPS logger, or whatever you need to satisfy your standard of evidence for where this flight is located and how fast it is going. You can even bring your own sextant so you can do flat Earth celestial navigation to get your position fixed. Oh, sorry, is that a soft spot? If you require a start to finish unedited video of the flight out the window, you can personally do it. You can make sure that you will be able to answer 100% of the questions all the truth-seeking flat earthers will have for you. And I'll do the same. We schedule a 7-day window in case the flight's delayed or other complications. We don't want to fly all the way to Australia just to miss the opportunity to prove you are right. So, if that flight crosses the equator, or makes a refueling stop anywhere, or flies faster than 850 miles an hour at ground speed, you win. You get my $10,000. The money will already be in the hands of an attorney, so I cannot back out once it starts. Of course, there's reciprocation on your part, but it's heavily in your favor. I'll explain. You will also put $10,000 in escrow with your attorney. If the flight doesn't cross the equator, and if there's no refueling stop, and if the ground speed is never faster than 850 miles an hour, I win and I get your $10,000. Notice that all three requirements must be met for me to win. Only one has to fail for you to win. This is in your favor, but there's more. Before the flight, I will give the login credentials for both my channels to the attorneys. The MC Toon Live channel and the Conspiracy Tunes channel. If you win, the attorneys delete both of my channels. You don't need to delete your channel. Only I do this. And there's one more thing. You write a script for me. Before the flight, I'll record the video with my face on camera reading your script. All of it. Anything you want. Anything. This will be sent to my attorney, and your attorney gets to verify it's been received. If I lose, you get the video. You get the publication rights to the video. You do whatever you want with the video. You also don't need to do this. This is heavily one-sided in your favor. So when do we do this? Well, I don't want anyone to refuse this generous offer because of some mask or immunization restrictions. We do this when those are relaxed to a level you're comfortable with. There should be no reason to miss this because of that annoyance. This offer is for Eric Dubay, Mark Sargent, Bob Nodell, Jaron Campanella, or David Weiss.
Oh.
It's because they have a large enough following and they can easily crowdfund the travel, lodging, food, and escrow if necessary. I don't care how you get the money. I don't care what you do with it if you win. And if you want the payment in Bitcoin instead of US dollars, I'm fine with that too. If you're confident that you're correct, this is an easy decision for you. You get to prove yourself right, delete my channels, laugh at my video, and walk away with my $10,000. You'll be you might be talking amongst yourselves, wondering if I could weasel out of it. Somehow weasel out of my part. Well, I won't. I can't. The attorneys have everything. It's out of my hands. But you would still have the unedited video of the flight. You'd still have the location data you logged during the flight. And you still have the undeniable proof of whatever you think that flight will do. I'll email each of you so that you're aware that this challenge exists. The first one of you to email back accepting my offer gets the first chance. I'll also ask everyone watching along at home to remind these 5 gentlemen of my offer. Maybe post something like, "Take MC Toon's flight challenge" in their comments section. The only reason for you to refuse is if you know this flight is a direct, non-stop flight that doesn't cross the equator and doesn't leverage the jet streams in some crazy way. You will refuse if you know the Earth is a globe. Your actions will tell everyone all they need to know. Hey, flat earthers, take my $10,000 and
All
prove
right.
the earth is flat.
He just started one more
The
time.
existence.
All right. Big shout out to MC Tune. Thank you so much, man. That was cool. It was solid. It was concise. It was direct. You're calling people out. You're pointing fingers. You're telling you have say this, back it up, put on. Oh, shut up. You know, good stuff. MC Tune, good stuff.
Yeah, they're not going to put up, and they're not going to shut up.
Absolutely no way whatsoever are any of them going to take MC Toon up on his challenge.
No, you can actually.
I will tell you that now. Not one of them.
You could actually fly around the globe and never cross the equator these days. The flight from Sydney to Santiago starts again tomorrow.
Thank you, MC Tune.
The Johannesburg flight, Sydney to Johannesburg, like he says, goes 5 days a week.
I got the super chats. Let me get these two super chats out of the way. They came while the video was playing. Sean Smith for $10. Thank you, Sean Smith. I appreciate that. Glad you are safe. Here's a little something to help a bit. Here's a little something to help a bit. Like, subscribe, and for crying out loud, think. Shout out to Sean Smith for $10. Now we have a Lil for another $5. Lil, hell yeah. Thank you for the $5, man. This super chat is for MC Tune, lasting a few minutes on Mark Sargent and Karen B. A true live Karen call-in show. Whoa, did I miss something? Yep. Was there a show where Mark Sargent and Karen B was on MC Tune tried to participate and he lasted it some time? Wow, man.
Well, a few minutes might be generous. But yeah, it was Karen B's show, and Mark Sargent was on there, and MC Toon called in using his UK Skype number, and that caught Mark Sargent's attention. And as soon as Karen B realised who it was they were talking to, he was gone.
Really?
Yeah, she was not having MC Toon on his show. She was not happy about that whatsoever.
So when who's talking? Did he say like Michael or something?
Him and Mark spoke for a little bit, and then he sort of said, this is MC Toon. And then Karen was just like, no, you're out of here, boot him, kick him. weren't pleased about that.
RT96 say that it's not fair about the challenge of MC Toon because most of the flat earthers is in the non-fly list. Damn, RT, you got a point there.
I wouldn't let Whitson anywhere near an airplane.
Yeah, did you verify that they were good to go on airplanes? MC Toon, the people you called out. Yeah, that's a factor you must consider. You know?
I looked into this after this started becoming a thing, and you actually can fly around the world now in the southern hemisphere and never cross the equator. It's a little bit tough. The Johannesburg to South America is the tough part now because South African Airlines just imploded during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Now there's a doofus. Tell me that there's a flat earther that hang out at Geo. He goes by Globus, and he have taken one of the flights himself. Maybe the QF63. What you know about it, doofus?
Oh, just that he's personally attested to having taken one of those southern hemisphere only flights, ones that don't cross the equator. But I think, I don't know if it's him or somebody. I don't want to get it wrong because I think Jin mentioned this and I've got it confused in my head about who's talking about what. Or maybe it's not Jin. Somebody said that they had taken one of those flights. They took a magnetic compass on there and they said they weren't getting the right heading. And they thought that disproved the flight somehow. I don't know if that was, I don't think that was Globus. I could be confusing that with somebody else.
Well, the magnetic compass around South Africa has like 24 degrees offset. It's quite a bit of.
Well, Australia is the big question mark because the southern magnetic pole is pretty much right there. And the aircraft is a ton of metal. So a magnetic compass is a very poor decision.
Yeah, it's not the best.
But yeah, he definitely has taken one of the flights. I don't know if he said anything else about it in particular. Just that it occurs, and it does take the amount of time that it says on the bill.
It's probably sensible as taking the spirit level on board and saying, "Look, it's level."
But I think at least, like that person just, I mean, just very loosely and very in a funny way, he just shot a lot of flat earthers up by saying like, yeah, I was in one of those flights. I mean, they're real. What did they have to say about it? They probably like, yeah, but it's not flying where you think it's flying, or I don't know what excuses they made, if any. Maybe they just let it fly, let it go by, because he didn't make any claims as for the flight. He said, I just went into a flight. That's it. MC Toon is in the house. MC Toon, what motivated you to upload this challenge now?
Why now? I don't know. I had wanted to do it a while ago, but because of all the restrictions, a lot of flights weren't happening. So I thought, well, I want to wait until they're coming back, right? So like the QF-27 is kicking up again. And QF-63 is going 5 days a week now. So they're coming back. And, if we're going to do it, we have to schedule it months out. So that gives us even more time.
And you didn't want restrictions to be a factor, an excuse for them to not get the fly. I understand. Yeah, I get it.
Exactly. Yeah. And seriously, I don't want to sit on a plane for 12 hours. With those kinds of restrictions, that's no fun. I want this to be fun. I want to, So anyway, it's
a great one. It's a great thing. It's almost it's just as good as your Sexton one, and you'll find it probably the same response to it.
Oh yeah, they have to, and I put that tag on the end. Their actions will tell us all that we need to know. They can't take this challenge. They will refuse. They must.
It's excuses they'll come up with to refuse it. That'd be the interesting thing.
Yeah. Well, when the Flight Gear 74 guy did the one for the one that went directly across the South Pole, they sat for hours and hours talking about excuses.
Well, I was saying after you started this, I looked and did some time and spent way too much time one evening. You can fly all the way around the world now in the Southern Hemisphere. And it's possible, although this Johannesburg to the South America run is tough because South America Airlines exploded during the pandemic. But you have to go from Sydney to Johannesburg, then Johannesburg to Landau, which is in Angola. Then you go from there to Sao Paulo, and then Sao Paulo back to Santiago to catch the Qantas flight all the way to Australia again.
All right, hold on a second. That one was I couldn't find a direct flight between South America and Africa below the equator. So where is it? Angola?
Yeah, TAAP is the airline. It's from Landau, I think it is, Angola to Sao Paulo.
Okay. I will look that up.
Sao Paulo to Santiago to catch Qantas again all the way back around.
Yeah. Okay.
Angola. That's
not a great place to go, but it's possible. No, it's just what I was thinking. But the other, any other Africa, one, right? Yes, it's in Africa. It's about 20 degrees south, if I remember right.
All right, I'll add that to my list. Thanks.
Yeah, look into it. But the Santiago Sydney flight starts tomorrow, I believe, the 1st of October, I think it was. Things are finally picking up in the Southern Hemisphere. See, part of the reason is these guys don't understand that airlines fly economic routes, and only 12% of the people in the world live below the equator. Most of those are Indonesians and Brazilians. And so there's really not a lot of need. These, the Africa and South America have more north-south than they do east-west, attachments to one another.
Big shout out to Mark Ting. Mark Ting, thank you so much for giving me in the PP. In the PP stands for PayPal, just in case. I just like to say it like that. So thank you so much for the support on the PP, man. I appreciate it, brother.
These idiots think that everybody must do something to appease the flat earthers.
Yes.
They don't, like you said, they don't think about, an airline's, trying to make a profit. So
Right.
it's not going to run flights where it doesn't make a profit. What's the point?
Right. And
That's silly.
the one they talk about going to Doha, in the Emirates, that's Emirates. They all, everything has to go through that.
It's their hub. Yeah.
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 It's like
Plus,
up
they
here.
get,
It's like,
they get free fueled anyway, you know?
that's why Heathrow's so bloody busy. It's a hub.
Shout out to Blue Marble Science. Shout out to Chike, Doofus, Farmer's Boy, J Mac, Louis, MC Toon, Pain as a Shield, Stefan Mudd, and the Fred in the house. Blue Marble. That picture came out pretty good, man. Legit.
You like that one?
Yeah, legit, man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Hey, I flew for work. I flew from Minneapolis to Colorado Springs in 2 flights. The first hop was to Arizona. We flew almost directly over Colorado Springs. And then I transferred to a different plane and then flew to Colorado Springs. A flat earther must not understand something like there's not just a lot of need for Minneapolis to Colorado Springs.
Well, that's what you get for flying Southwest.
It was Northwest at the time.
Northwest, really?
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Oh, no.
Which is now Delta.
Right. That's why they
Because
go to Denver.
yeah, Northwest hub is at the time was in Arizona there in Phoenix. Not in Denver. So it made sense for them. It was the hub.
Well, routes don't make any sense geographically. They make sense economically for an airline.
Here's one I was looking at cities that are at the same latitude, and one of them is Dallas and Tel Aviv. Now, there's no direct flight from Dallas to Tel Aviv. However, I drew the flight in Google Earth, and it flies directly over the Frankfurt airport. So guess where Lufthansa stops on the way to Tel Aviv?
Uh-huh.
I mean, seriously, it flies directly over the damn airport, and I didn't do that intentionally.
Justin said the airlines can't fly from a country they're not based in to another country they're not based in. They have to stop in their home country.
Yeah, it depends. That's generally the rules. Yeah, some of the older airlines still have different rights.
I love this. Jose,
big shout out to Leo. $2 for Leo. He say confirm 2022. Jose likes being hit on the pee. Leo, come on, man. We're trying to be serious over here, bro. Hey, thank you for the super chat.
Take care of your pee, Jose. It's okay.
We abuse his pee, and he loves it.
Okay.
So what is this image shared by you, Pain as a Shield? Is this the blues and red?
This is the magnetic anomalies, the difference between magnetic readings and true readings.
Declination is
declination.
What it's
yes, thank you. That's the word I couldn't come up with.
Got it.
Yeah, there's another one for inclination.
Yes. They don't get inclination.
Oh, come on, they can't explain the sunset. How do you expect them to understand this? Let's not push them too far. Hey?
You know what? Because MC2, I'm glad you're here, and a lot of people that can explain this. Can somebody explain to me like I'm 5 because I'm inclination, reclination, illiterate, and I really don't. What do you mean when you say inclination? Just in layman's terms, so one very very illiterate person can understand like me.
Okay, so declination is what you're showing on screen right now, and it's the variation from true north and south, because a compass points both directions, flatties. That the compass will read. So if you're in Minneapolis, the zero line of declination goes right through Minneapolis, and the compass will actually point true north and true south. But when you go east or west, you can get on those sticker lines. I think are 10 degrees off. So they're down as it crosses Mexico. A compass will be 10 degrees off of true north. They're on where it crosses into Mexico. So you need to when you're doing navigation, you need to know this, and it's a law. Like FAA law rules
that say you can't have a map that's over a certain age because the declination numbers are going to be wrong.
Yeah.
So you can't fly a flight legally if you don't have, and different size aircraft have different rules, without having an up-to-date map with the declination.
Every how often does he change? Is it like regularly every
They
couple of
schedule it
years?
every 10 years.
Okay.
But in 2015, they updated it out of cycle, I think.
Right.
Aviation maps are updated every 90 days. You better not get caught flying with a map older than 90 days.
Okay.
Yeah, here's an animated version that hopefully posts. There we go.
Yeah,
But the magnetic declinations change very slowly. Now, 20 years ago, we were on the isogonic line, the zero line, where I live. Now that has moved west of here to, pretty much over Memphis, and we're at about 3 or 4 degrees. So it takes quite a period of time for it to change.
For reasons we're not quite sure of, the North Pole, at least the North Magnetic Pole, appears to be moving more quickly than it has in the past.
Yeah, just over the last couple of years, it picked up, I think.
Yeah, we're not quite sure why.
So then you can see over South Africa there. It's very far off. Oh yeah, that's a nice animation.
Yeah.
Over South Africa, so that explains a lot of the shipwrecks that happened before declination was well measured.
It also
around the point there.
It also explains why a flatzoid is sometimes 20 or 30 degrees off of his true north measurements. He says he doesn't do it, but I'm convinced he doesn't take the declination into account.
Okay, he has no clue.
All right, and I guess the shorter version, to answer the initial question, declination and inclination. Declination is a east and west error off of true north and true south, and inclination is that direction of the magnetic field from horizontal, the difference from horizontal. So it can be pointing down or it can be pointing up if you're facing north, depending on where you are on the planet.
I think of one as left, right, and the other one is up, down, I guess.
Pretty much, I guess.
Yeah.
So inclination is why they put weights on compasses, because it wants to pull it down, or one side or the other wants to get pulled down. So a southern hemisphere compass versus a northern hemisphere compass are weighted differently.
Yeah. There's actually 5 zones.
Which is why the military compasses, the ones that give the grunts, are so big, so they can go anywhere.
Yeah, I have a cheap one of those, but a good one, they're expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Is there any reclination? Because I need some over here, man. I'm like wobbly over here in this chair.
Is your compass made by Lazy Boy?
Buy one to go in your airplane, Mike. You want to see what expensive is? Oh shit.
Yeah, man. Hey, the movie theater over here had reclination chairs. It's good stuff. Shout out to everybody in YouTube. I'm fine 100% for those who just showed up. The hurricane, Mother Nature threw us something really hardcore over here to the Florida, to the West Coast, Central Florida area. Happy. We were blessed in the Tampa Bay area, Largo, Clearwater, St. Petersburg, that it wasn't a direct hit. It was a few hundred miles south, where there was the strength, the hottest strength, and a lot of rain, a lot of wind. So we did get hit indirectly by the Hurricane Ian, but we are just fine over here in Florida. There were some flooding areas that didn't even get affected because it wasn't a lot of rain in the outer bands that we caught over here. So happy, and I'm hope that everybody live in those areas where we're just fine and safe as well.
My mother lives in Fort Myers. The bridge to Sanibel, I've seen that. That's gone. It turns out she's doing okay, but her golf cart, for some reason, caught on fire we're not quite sure why, but it's gone. So that was the big deal.
Damn. We got a super chat by Slice Parken for a 666. Shout out to Sly. Thank you so much, brother. Military maps account for curvature and declination. Also, look up Flight Qantas 3877 QF 3877. Thank you very much, Sly. Appreciate that. So military maps account for curvature and did he mean declination or is declamation? Is that the word?
No, he spelled it wrong.
Okay, declination. All right. I didn't know that maps counting on that. I mean, military maps.
Yeah, that's. I mean, just ordinary maps over here. But, you know, they get reprinted every few years, and that's one of the reasons why. Obviously, you know, you build new roads and they need showing, but yeah, you have to show the error for the magnetic compass.
Are they still teaching grunts? Are they still teaching grunts how to use a magnetic compass in the days of GPS? I wonder.
Well, I would hope so.
I'll tell you that, yeah, they definitely did for me. I mean, I could have gotten, what do they call it, a plugger, a PLGR. That thing is not something you walk around with and get the best accuracy with. It's really meant for, you put it in an encampment or emplacement or something, and you get a really high detail, precise location for it. So they teach you how to just use the magnetic compass for out walking around.
Okay, I was wondering because in today's day and age of handheld GPS units, everyone's forgetting how to use map and compass.
Yeah, but you know how the military are for, you know, backups and
right. I'm just wondering.
Backups of backups. You know, if for whatever reason you can't use GPS, then at least make sure you use a bloody compass.
I heard the Naval Academy at Annapolis in the United States is actually going back to teaching the cadets the midshipmen, how to use a old-fashioned, what's the word? MC2.
Old-fashioned
MC2. How to use a sextant in case the GPS system is jammed or goes down or whatever.
Yeah,
they had stopped for about a decade or two teaching.
I wanted to point out with the topic of, well, they teach you how, you know, backups of backups and stuff like that. They also tell you they're not hiding this fact from you, that all of the equipment that you can use, even the radios, will withstand high levels of radiation. Even if you don't, the equipment will keep working.
Oh, that's
nice.
That's something to keep you warm at night, isn't it?
Very warm, like radiation warm.
I got a question.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I have an off-topic question for MC2.
Okay.
There was an idea, a group of remarkable. No, that's not it. In the past few days, I was unable to watch a lot of the internet, but when I click in, there was a lot of notifications of new videos. I'm subscribed to Flatsoid, and there was a title or something like that, or a post like, oh, look at that MC Toon, like chickened out and he backed up. Something about a debate, a one-on-one, and you backed out. I'm not sure if I read well. Do you have a beef going with Flatsoid, or does he have a beef with you? Better say.
Well, Flatsoid, you know, he takes any excuse to not face anybody. So he had done a short where he posted on Action Labs video a link, and of course YouTube default settings hold links. And he's like, oh, proof that Action Lab is censoring me. Like, nobody gives a damn about you, idiot. But so on there, Craig was saying, why don't you debate me? FDFE Craig, right? And I'm like, oh dang, I'll have to take sloppy seconds. And then he accepted from me and said it should be today, like right now, in just a couple of minutes. Damn. And I'm like, what? Okay, fine. I thought he was bluffing, right? So I accepted it, and he's like, no, I already have a debate set up for today. Like, what the hell are you talking about? You invited me to debate you. Fine. Okay. So that's the Sean Hawkins and Brian Leakey going right now. And I swear this guy, he can't communicate. Maybe English is not his first language. I don't know. Maybe it's,
yeah, I don't think it is
Afrikaans or something, but he cannot communicate worth crap. Anyway, and he demanded to know the topic. So I gave him 3 topics. He did not like my topics.
Topic 1 was I was going to give him a set of sextant measurements, and he was going to show the process to get the position fixed, and then I would do the same.
But MC Tune, according to Flatside, he only needs 1 star.
Apparently. I mean, I suppose
you get him to demonstrate that.
Yeah, of course he did not want to do that for some reason.
Well, you have plenty of my measurements.
I was going to send him exactly that.
I have a perspective question for him. He can't refuse.
Well, he lives in the outer bands, the southern hemisphere. So just ask him how to find his position with a Polaris fix.
I didn't find a photograph of Flatzoid, so we know we're talking about. So I put an illustration that represents him the best in the background.
Oh, MC2, and it seems Sly has prompted you to check your Twitter DMs.
Oh, I shall.
I can find my position with a single star, as long as it's straight above me.
Yeah, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that because your error goes with what 1 over sine is it? And if you're directly above a very small error, there will make a very big difference on it.
Yeah, all I need to know is the star that's exactly at my zenith.
Yeah, one happens to be there if you're lucky.
That's very nice, Sly. I love that. All right. Sly. I don't know. Send it to people here so Jose can put it up.
Hey, if you want to share whatever link, throw it in.
Yeah, I can grab. I think.
Hey, if you want to grab it and throw it over here or in the YouTube.
Here we go. I'll put it in the YouTube for you. There you go. Poor flatties, they can't do anything. I like to put the word flat Earth in front of like different careers that they don't have, like flat Earth cartographer, or flat Earth long range navigator, or flat Earth geologist, or flat Earth seismographer, seismologist. Right.
Flat Earth engineer, flat Earth pilot,
flat Earth sailor.
There's one flat Earth pilot. Quincy's a flat Earth pilot, but he's only single engine. So, I mean, he can't do anything long distance.
FED
single engine visual flight rules by any chance?
Yeah, it's all just VFR.
Yeah.
FED and I have been having this argument. If you're flying a Cessna a couple 1,000 feet above the ground, you can pretend the Earth is flat.
Yeah. And his proof is, well, I've talked to pilots, the people that he works with that are also single engine pilots, and none of them have seen the curve. Well, how were they high enough to see the curve?
Well, not were they high enough, but get on, like I say, get on a real airplane or a big airplane and get your ass across the pond or over to Asia, and you're going to fly great circle routes.
They're probably high, definitely, yeah. They're probably high.
Get your ass to Mars.
Well, then,
Flatzoid is not amused.
Well, then you get the whole push the nose over argument, which cracks me up. They've been talking about the Concorde, and they're basically talking about falling at like 3,000 feet a minute or something, which is, if you were falling at 3,000 feet a minute, you would definitely know it. But
yeah.
Oh, yeah, it turns out the math on that is wrong, and Dan the Waterman is correct on just that point alone.
Wow.
That's the only thing he's correct about.
I hate to say that Dan the Waterman is correct, but...
Oh. Have you talked to him, MC Toon, to Dan the Waterman, recently? He's doing the rounds again.
I think I saw him on TikTok.
Really?
Oh yeah. I think he's Dan. Yeah. Let me look. Hold on. Let me see if it's the same guy. The TikTok flirts are, some of them are truly insane.
Oh, yeah, Dan is doing the rounds. He's been around for a while. He's in that one big video of the Jubilee scientists versus something flat earthers or something like that. Yeah, if you get him, you get a lot of viewers over there to troll him responsibly. He's game, but he's annoying when he when he talks and he goes and goes, he starts slow, normal conversation, halfway there, within half an hour, you start seeing a pattern of him interrupting you because he disagrees. Within an hour, it's impossible to stop him from talking. He just goes and goes and goes. So it could be interesting to see how you approach a character like that.
He was out.
Oh,
the
there
Salt-
he is. Okay.
He was out the Salton Sea and doing all that stuff with the stripes and
Yeah.
stuff.
All right. Oh, he's got a big channel, 580 subs. All right.
Yeah, he doesn't do a lot on YouTube, but he participates a lot. He was here maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. He was here like every day. Just people was annoying at him because he was very annoying. But I don't know. I like to see you talk to him. See how you go about.
I think part of that is he's been banned from every server, I think, except this one and mine.
Yeah, because when he start interrupting and talking over people, is impossible to control.
Oh, and Gems, of course. He's still in there.
Oh, is he still? Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, he shows up in Gems from time to time.
But the cool thing, at least he is not a demok, or he doesn't swear a lot. He can control himself in that sense.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had Jin on this week, and he's basically Jin is Demok.
Oh
without,
my God!
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's it.
Ladies and
Without the bad
gentlemen.
language. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen. Take a drink every time he says ladies and gentlemen and see if your liver survives it.
Did not say that much.
With you, no, he didn't. It was still there, but it wasn't. I think it's almost become a nervous tick for him that he just says
He
it.
does that. He does that in servers when there's a group of people. And in one-on-one settings, like MC had it. He didn't feel to say that. I guess.
He didn't feel like there's an audience.
Yeah, exactly.
Did he get to Bilu? I'm sorry, I didn't watch the whole thing with Jin with you yet. Sorry. Did he manage to get into Bilu?
I love when they go for Bilu.
That's his favorite thing is the convex Earth thing.
Hello.
We've shown him the screenshots where if it's not 14 kilometers, it actually says on the screen 1.4 kilometers. And yeah, of course, it's got to be lie. It's got to be an incorrect because he watched the documentary. And of course, the documentary didn't lie to him.
Yes, it matched his pre-selected conclusion. Therefore, it's undeniably true.
The utmost in honor and integrity. Those are the words that Jin uses. Honor and integrity.
Because I don't have a Gene photo updated, I got a Samuel L. Jackson lookalike Gene in this one. You talking about me? And that's not a mockery. He actually does a little bit like him,
You want do you want an up-to-date photo of Jim?
Oh no, I don't know. I don't.
It's not all that far off,
no.
actually.
It's not. I know, Blue. I'm telling you, it looks similar.
There you go. Proudly wearing his brand new Honda.
Oh, there you go. This is a nice looking picture. Look at that. All looking good, all straight. You see?
Yep. He just serviced or just worked on a mate's motorbike, which I believe is the one he stood next to in his Honda overalls.
He looks like
punch.
Looks like an elderly Idris Alba. Idris Alba, right? His name.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Yeah, without the gravitas that Idris has.
One of the person that had more fun on debunking the Bilu convex crap was Slice Barcane back in the day.
Oh God, yes,
he was on it.
He had a whole live stream full of laughing and fun. It was great.
It was. You've got this. What was it? A Spanish-speaking alien hiding in the bush?
Portuguese.
Yeah.
Portuguese. That's it. Portuguese-speaking alien hiding in the bush.
Fluent Portuguese. Alien.
Hello.
Everybody knows if it's good, an alien comes here, they're definitely going to speak English. Duh.
Yeah. Duh.
And usually with a southern accent, I find out. Sorry, Blue.
They are intergalactic beings. Why can't they be polyglots? Come on.
Because they all are from the south.
Okay.
I could just see aliens turning up and walking down the ramp and going, "Are you right, my old booty?" Yeah, that's going to happen, isn't it?
It was over there in them bushes that the alien done take my butthole. Wait, Blue, could you say that better?
Yes and no, I will not.
Yes, he can, but he will not do it.
Yes,
That's funny.
yes and no. In that order.
All right, I got a comment over here by Jumungus. Jumungus, who just tickled my pee for $10. Thank you very much, Jumungus. I appreciate that. Listening to flat earth channels is driving me nuts. It's so bad I will welcome a story from farmers about how he and his friends listened to Judas Priest in the 80s. I even listened to Shield say, go look it up, as he is educating flat earthers. Even Leo was starting to make sense. Thank God for Blue, Rumpus, and Toon for keeping me sane. Hope everything is okay after the storm. Very well said, Jomongus. I'm glad you're paying attention, and yeah, don't go crazy, man. Go watch little old ladies singing original songs or something. I mean, stop watching flat earthers talking to themselves. It actually drives people crazy. I laugh at it. I already went past that, that chapter of going crazy listening to flat earthers. I just listen for my own amusement and having a grin on my face, Thank you, Jomongus, for your support.
That's why I tell people to look it up, because I got tired of explaining stuff to them just to say "nuh-uh" at the end.
It was a very nice message.
What is this message over here?
Oh, well, I mean, I guess you can put that on a live stream if you want. But yeah, somebody said something silly. I was talking about Joe Mungus's message was a very nice message.
Oh, yeah. Who's this Facts? Who is Facts?
I know him from another YouTube or another Discord server.
Right.
And now he hangs out on another Discord server. So, I mean, it's just one particular flat earther who isn't really in a whole lot of Discord servers, just a very key few.
So wait a minute, then mass attraction would be what? Space-time bending according, mass bends space-time, therefore they attract one another. It's the same thing.
Sort of. It's equivalent enough. This seems awfully silly to say that gravitation, as explained through general relativity, has nothing to do with masses
nothing to do with
being attracted to other masses.
I mean, Blue built that whole thing and basically verified the whole experiment.
Oh, I guess I gotta go.
Uh-oh. What's up with Nathan Thompson? Anybody knows of him for a long time, for a while?
Which Nathan?
Thompson.
No. Thompson.
Creepy Thompson.
He did what on Modern Day Debate recently, didn't he?
Oh, I unsubbed from that, so I don't know.
No, I didn't watch it as well because I can't stand it. But...
The only thing I know about Nathan Thompson is he threw George's phone across the room about a year and a half, 2 years ago now.
Yeah. Well, you will see him on Modern Day Debates because they seem to like him.
James is totally out of touch with the community. He doesn't know anybody. So when he goes looking for a flat earther, he doesn't have anybody to call. The only people he can call is the people he's already talked to before. So he gets the people that won't be platformed anywhere else because they're disgusting and horrible people. So that's where we have Thompson and Flat Earth Aussie Jesus and Howard and Flat Earth Day Saints. Those people are horrible monsters that nobody will platform, but James doesn't know about it.
Flat Earth Jesus still around? I haven't heard about him in over a year.
Calls himself Iron Horse, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But he's still the same idiot.
I mean,
thought that Australia had some good mental health capabilities. They should look into Mr. Aussie Jesus.
I think modern day debate needs to get to the level where they invite Johnny Bernards over there. You know
But it's got
Johnny
to be late at
Bernards,
night for
MC?
Johnny once he's had a skinful.
Do you know John Bernard's Johnny MC Tune?
No.
He's where he's from? Iceland or something like that.
He's from Iceland, but he's living in one of the Scandinavian countries. Can't remember which. Yeah, so his English is it's okay, but problem is he likes a drop, and it can get very difficult to understand what the bloody hell he's going on about.
Yeah, he drinks a lot, and when he's not drunk, he sounds drunk. He is. It's a very strange, strange accent he got going on.
Yes.
And
Yes.
he makes no sense. He just assert things, say you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong, and assert everything as for welcome to Flat Earth, you know. But he has nothing to offer. That's my opinion.
Well, he'd probably offer you a drink.
Well, yeah.
That'd be about it.
He had made some bold claims about him being a captain, boat captain, and saying all kinds of weird shit that make no sense.
Yes, captain of a boat or a ship, so therefore he knows all about navigation, and the Earth is flat.
Hey, I'm a boat captain, but I need nautical watch.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
I disconnected for a minute. I don't know if the stream is still live. I hope.
Hey, Jose.
Hello, hold on. Neighbor here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Stream appears to be working.
All right, I'm here.
All right, Jose, I gotta head out. Thank you for playing that video, and I'll keep you all updated on the huge response that I'll get from the flat earthers.
Looking forward to see what the response is gonna come in. Flatsoid is not impressed. Remember that.
He never is. Yeah.
Thank you very much, MC2. I appreciate
right.
you jumping in. You're welcome anytime, man.
All right, we'll see you. Bye.
Yep.
Bye. Responses, excuses, more like there's not going to be any responses.
Excuses, more or less.
There's going to be excuses about why they're not going to take MC2 up on his offer, because we all know none of them are.
Yeah, yeah.
In fact, I think they'll be hard pressed to actually acknowledge it. I suspect they'll just ignore him because that's the easiest way.
I say they should be fool not to take him on his offer, because they'll get funded anyway, and it's a free flight to Australia and Johannesburg.
Yeah, especially if, as a lot of them do,